this is Rainbow Loom Tiger, and today I'm going to show you how to make a wolf pencil hugger. Right now, I would usually take this little sticky note off of the table to show what it looks like, but today it's a surprise one. So my first time making it is actually on camera. That's what I do with the surprise ones, so you don't actually know what it looks like. I think it's going to look pretty cute, so let's get started. You're going to need some black, 2 pink, or whatever color you're going to make the inside of the ears, 1 silver or gray, that's what I'm making the nose, and 2 green or whatever color you're using for the eyes. So let's get started. You're going to need your loom, your hook, and your bands. So first, we're going to make the tail. We don't really need our loom for this, so we're just going to use our hook, but you can use our loom if you would like. So take 1 black band and wrap it around your hook 4 times. Or if you have gray, you can use gray for this if you want a gray wolf. But I'm using black because I don't have gray. Then take 2 more black, pull that cat band onto them. And if you hear cat noises in the background, that's just my cat. He likes to come in here while I'm videotaping. So it should look like this. And then take 2 more black bands and slide these 2 onto it. It should look like this. Now we're going to take 3 black bands and slide those 2 bands onto it. So it should look like this. This one should be a bit thicker because it's 3 bands. And now we're going to go back to 2 bands again and slide those 3 bands onto it. So your tail should now look like this. We're going to set that aside, or you can make it 1 length longer. I'm going to show you how that would look. If you want your wolf to have a long tail, you can make it 1 length longer so that the 3 black are kind of in the middle of it all. This is what it would look like if it was like this. So we're going to set that aside, or you can put it on your holding hook. It doesn't really matter. It's not likely to come undone. And so now we will work on the nose. Take your silver or gray band and wrap it around your hook 4 times, like a cat band. Take 2 black, slide it onto it. It's sort of like the tail, but we're not making it even close to as long. And now we're going to set that to the side as well. And we can straighten it out and stuff. It's not going to come undone, most likely, so we're just going to leave it like this. Over here. And now we can get started on the wolf. So we're going to make the face first. It's going to be like a hexagon type shape. So do that like T thing. And then you're going to put 1 more. Don't put any more. And then you're going to go down on the sides. Like both, and then we're going to close it off. And now, after we close it off, we are going to start making the ears. So we can use our loom for this if you want. I am. Put 1 here, 2, and then 2. Unless they pop off your peg at you. This entire thing is double bands for here and here. The tail is also double bands except for the triple band. The nose, the actual nose isn't, but the bands that it's on is. Now we're going to cap both of those off with 1 rubber band. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and I'm going to spin my loom around so it's easier. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now spin it back. And go under one of them and grab those 2 bands. Make sure you don't grab the cap band. Make sure you only grab the 2 bands. You can put it on your holding hook if you want, but I don't think it will come undone because it's double bands. So you can just set it to the side. You can straighten it out a bit, center the top of the ear. But we're not done with the ears yet. And we're going to take one of our 2 pinks and wrap it around our hook 4 times like a cap band, right in the middle. Don't slide it back. So it should look like this. Now take one of your ears, put this end behind this pink one, grab this one, and double this one so that it's like half of a cap band, and it should look like this. Then you're going to do the same with the other side, and it should look like this. Now take a doubled black band, a single doubled black band, and we're going to put all those bands onto it. This is a bit tricky because you have to keep the order that they're in, but I'm sure you can do it. Now you might want to put this on your holding hook because doubled bands do come apart easily. I'm just going to find a holding hook because I don't really have one. I'm going to use this marker. It's not the best, but it does work. Or you could even use something like a pipe cleaner if you want to. Or a paintbrush. I'm just not using this one because it's full. I'm working on a bunch of other stuff right now. And that's all part of it. So we're going to do the same for the other ear. We're going to wrap this pink one around in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now, grab your ear, stretch it out like this. Put this on this side, wrap it once around, and again. And then you're going to take a doubled black band, just a sec, and then slide all these onto it. And I'm sorry if you're seeing that it's kind of getting light and dark quickly. That is because my room has a big window in it, and it just so happens that the sun is right outside the window, and the clouds seem to want to cover that sun. So it should look like this right now. Then you're going to poke these little pink parts out this side. It's rather tricky. You don't have to, but it might look a bit funny if you don't. And you're going to set that aside. Oh, cap came off. Just make sure that doesn't happen. Because look what it did to my hand, because the cap came off. Yeah, I'll wash it off later. So you're going to take one single black band, double it, and put it here for the neck. Because if you look at this one, this was my other surprise pencil hugger. The neck is double looped, if you look close. If my camera will focus. Yeah, so it is double looped, even if you can't see that. So now we're going to switch back to double bands and do that T thing again, or upside down Y thing, whatever you want to call it. I just call it the T thing because it looks like a T. And then you're going to go down, let's see, how many times did I go down on this side? I did 1, 2, 3 times. So we're going to go down 1, it's 1 already, 2, 3 times. And then 1, 2, 3. If you want your wolf a little bit bigger, you can make it bigger. I'm going to show you how that would look. So we'll make it bigger. And in case you were wondering, this is the Pokemon Flareon, and I am going to be having a tutorial on him. He was the first surprise one I've done. Now you're going to, with double bands again, go down the middle, and this should be 5 times, so 1, 2, 3. And if bands get stuck in your loom. You can always just shake them out. 4 and 5. Now you're going to close that off. And next we're going to put our holding bands on. In this one, I doubled the holding bands. If I stretch it apart, you can see that they're doubled. Or maybe you can't. It all depends on whether my camera is focusing. So double a band, single, and stretch it across these 3 pins. Now do the same with another band and put it here. And then you're going to do the same all the way up the loom until you get to these 3 pegs, because you can't put any above that. Next, we're going to make the eyes, but first, we're going to put a holding band on the face. Not doubled, single band, and it should look like this. These are all doubled, these holding bands. This is not doubled, these are all double bands. This is doubled. And I hope you know the difference between double and doubled. Doubled is when you fold it in half, like this. And double is 2 bands. 2 separate bands. And a doubled band is not 2 doubled bands, it's only 1. So now we're going to put our tail on. We're going to get all the ends on our hook. And stretch that out and put it on here. The loom should look like this at the bottom. Alright, so now we're making the eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4 times around, like that. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4 times around. And this should be your eye color. Mine's green. Then take a single band. A single is just 1, nothing special done to it. Just take a band, and that's it. And slide those eyes onto that band. Now you're going to put it on these ear pegs. I always use them for the ears, if the creature has ears. If it doesn't have ears, obviously it wouldn't be the ear peg. And slide them apart. Now take the middle of this band and slide it around here. It should look like this. Nothing left up here. The entire band goes down. And slide those eyes to where you want them. I'm sliding them right in the middle. There. And now we're going to put the ears on. Take them on your hook and slide everything down. Make sure it doesn't get mixed up with anything else though. And then you're going to put that on there. Put the nose on. So we're going to get both ends on our hook so that it looks like this. And then you're going to take one of your black bands and slide all of these bands onto it. And then it should look like this, but don't put the other end back on your hook. We're going to be putting this end right here on that peg, and this end here on that peg. Your loom should look like this. Sorry, my camera won't focus. Now we're going to be making like the legs that make it like an actual pencil hugger, so that's on the pencil. So we're going to take our hook. This is a hook thing, you know, and then you're going to take one black band and wrap it 3 times around your hook, not 4, because then it won't be able to go around the pegs, so that you can make it like a thing that sticks onto pencils. And then you're going to take 2 black bands and slide that onto it, all these bands. And then sometimes they will fly off your hook like that, so you have to be careful. I'll get all those later. Sorry about that. This time they're not going to fly off my hook, and your hook should look like this. Then you're going to do that 4 more times until you have a total of 5 loops on your hook. So that's 1 and 2. This is my third. 3, 4, and 5. So it should look like this, if my camera will focus. There. And now you're going to put the loose ends that will just kind of go like this, if you take them off your hook, onto this peg right here. So that kind of looks like an arm. We're only going to make one more, because we're going to be taking them and like stretching them over to here. So you're going to loop that band 3 times around your hook. It kind of looks like a N. And you're going to take 2 bands and slide that onto it. All of this is 2 bands, by the way. Another 2, so that's 1, 2. Make sure all your bands get on your hook, otherwise it will look very strange when you take it off. And now 3. And the last one, wait, not the last one yet, sorry. That's 4 actually, not 5 yet. And this is 5. So we're going to put it on this peg right here. And we're going to stretch it out till it looks how you want it to. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start looping, because we have everything on. We have our tail, our legs, our holding bands, our eyes, our ears, and our nose. So we are ready to start looping. You're going to go under the tail. You may want to stretch it out. Grab the first 2 bands and loop it onto this leg pin. Make sure all the bands get on. There are a lot of bands on that pin. And then go over here and then go up. We're going to finish looping the rest of the way up so we can get that out of the way. Don't need to worry about that anymore. And push all those bands down. Your loom should look like this. Sorry if you can't see it very well, because everything is black. Now before you do anything else on this side or this side, you're going to swivel this around so that it's kind of over like this. Sorry about that. Now you're going to stick your hook through these 3 parts of the cap band and put it onto here. That will be a little bit tricky. And just a second. There we go. So we're going to push all those bands down so that they stay. And your loom should now look like this at the bottom. It should look like this kind of funny leg type thing here. Yeah. If my camera will focus, it's not cooperating today. So let's keep looping up this side first. You can loop the other side if you want. This part up to the leg is a basic triple single, so if you're a speedy loomer, you can loom ahead. Just make sure no bands break, because these double looped holding bands do put a lot of pressure on it. Now we're going to loop this side. You're going to go under all these bands, make sure not to grab any of them. And put that over here. Make sure all the bands stay on the peg, otherwise it will kind of look funny when you take it off. Like, I don't know, half-made wolf, half-falling apart wolf. Go under these and grab this. And these are all double bands, make sure you're getting both of them. And stop. We're not going any further than this until we get the leg. We're going to do the same thing as before, kind of swivel it around. Stick your hook for this cap band. Make sure you don't get any other bands other than the cap band, like I just did. And then stretch it out and put it over this peg right here. Now we're going to go under these, grab this, and put that right there. Go under these, grab these 2, and put that there. Doesn't really matter if bands come off the pegs you've already looped, but I prefer for them to stay on so it looks nicer. But I don't really mind, it doesn't really matter. Now you're going to go under here and grab this band. It's double looped. It has a lot of pressure on it because there's like, I don't know, 6 bands here. And this is one double looped one. Double looped ones do have a tendency to break, but these are Rainbow Loom brand bands. If yours are lower quality, they may break. And you're going to go under here and start looping the face. Put those up there and those over here. We're going to stretch them over the nose, under here, and go under here and grab these two. Sorry about that. Go under here and grab these two. Sorry about that again. Go under the ear, make sure you don't get any ear bands, and slide all the bands on the top peg down. Your loom should look like this so far. If it doesn't, you're going to have some problems when you take it off the loom. So please rewind the video and figure out what went wrong. Now you're going to go under this ear peg and grab these 2 bands and stretch them up here. And your wolf is complete. Now we're going to make a slip knot. You're going to go under all these bands, take a single black band, and slip knot that. Now we're going to remove all these bands off the loom, making sure that they look like this. If they don't, you are going to have some problems. So let's take the tail band off first. I don't know why, but I always start with the tail. Now grab these, and we're just going to take it off like normal. You can take some of these off with your hook, but I sometimes take some off with my fingers. I sometimes like kind of lift my loom up a little so it's easier to take them off. I don't know why. Just sometimes do that. Make sure no bands are left behind on the pegs stretched way down here, because that would be bad for them. They could possibly snap and you would be sad, because you're almost done. You've done so much with it. Alright, I'm going to take this last peg off. See, his eyes are a bit funny. That one's backwards. We're going to push that through. Sorry, I just have a cold. He may look very weird. We're just going to fix him up a bit so his eyes don't look like zombie eyes. And his ears don't look like a deer ears. Alright, so here's your wolf. I really hope you like him. I like him so much. I think he's really cute, and I hope you do too. So, bye. I hope you like it. And my next video will probably be on how to make this Rainbow Loom Pokemon Pikachu. Or it could possibly be on something else. Not quite sure. Maybe Leafeon. There's a few versions. I'm not quite sure. So thanks for watching. Bye!